as they kick it away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw, Willis. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
To try again after the sack. Willis. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. But that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
And some room to work. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 60. And the Colts take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
A gain of 3, second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
19 Tiger.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Pass the 50.
Now Willis on the bootleg. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A first down carry for Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Second down throw coming by Willis. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They go play action with Willis. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks, got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, in that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Colts had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Throwing, Jones. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back to Taylor on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Jones. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 31, Jones. He's got his man. It's Pierce. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to... this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And brought in downfield by Burks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. To throw, here's Willis. The screen pass here to Cohen. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On now the former Vol, Michael Pilardi. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Taking it right down Broadway. 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They'll try the right side with Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Willis. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Willis will look to throw on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Again, Willis to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Going for the deep ball. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for Indy. 49 yards. Now that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover him.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. That's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game unfold? Both offenses, they're a little bit discouraged with how their drives ended. How will each respond now and can either mount another positive series that ends in points for their team?
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Play action, Willis. That's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, Willis. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On second down, here's Henry. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
This offense so far on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Willis with it on 3rd and 1. That's caught by McMahon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Willis, gotta have this one. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Again to throw, Willis on second down. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
3rd down, it's Willis. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And they'll get this down to the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 1st and 10, it's Willis. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Quiddy Pay able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Willis on 3rd and goal. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. He's got daylight. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Ready up. Ready.
And they take a knee.
Come on. Hey. Hey.
And they will take a knee here.
Appreciate it. Hey, man, thank you for some of the coaching tips, man. I messed up when I threw it to JT. Shouldn't have threw it to him. Trying to be a little greedy, you know.
The Titans going to use the first of their
It's all
timeouts
good, though.
As the clock will stop with 21
This got to be a
seconds
new
go
Titans
in the
user because the
football
Titans
game.
last year, I
Third
couldn't
down
beat them.
now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And they'll indeed take a knee.
All time out. Whew.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Colts, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll look to